should wear a tag.
CBF.
Like, it's not. That's not really how I feel on the inside.
I don't know what she has.
She's got the CBR. I think it's the RBF.
She's got the CBR, something fierce.
Things that women think men care about. We're finding out if you guys really do. How big her boobs are. Okay, Nick.
It's not that I care. I notice if there's changes in size.
They change in size?
But she got like pump-up boobs? No. What are you talking about?
Connie and Curtis on Channel 95.7.
Well.
Pump-up boobs, I wish, right? Would that be awesome?
I believe they have bras that do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never needed such a thing.
The air bra.
Kind of like,
love it.
Like the Air Jordans that you would pump up.
Yeah, they're called air bras, and you can fill them up. There are also water bras where you can add and get water out.
Can you add water to them?
Yeah, there are some. Some people. Not that I have any. I just know a lot.
Not that you've done your research.
I just know a lot about bras.
But you've done your research.
I've done. Well, I wouldn't want to come to the show like not knowing, right? What if it was going to come up? What kind of bras are there?
Absolutely.
And then here I am.
Like all the other things that come up that we don't know.
Exactly. Well, most things.
Most things we don't know.
And they embarrass me. So now I spent this weekend just poring over research and doing things.
Well, it is your passion.
It's my passion.
So you really should know what's going on with your passion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, friend.
Happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. We made it. Another weekend. Woo!
Yay!
Oh, and it's sunny. Wow. Gorgeous.
Supposed to be 81 today.
Get ready for it, right? And then what? It's going to rain like on Wednesday, but who cares?
Yeah. We don't believe that anyway.
If we get the rain, like, remember, because it was going to rain yesterday. That was going to be the deal. They're like, it's going to rain Sunday morning. And we're like, oh, no, rain Sunday morning. I got plans Sunday. I got to mow the lawn. I got to do this. I got to do this. It was done raining by like 6:30 at my house.
Mm-hmm.
See you, rain. Who cares?
I know.
I don't even need you. That kind of rain, I'll take.
It was perfect, and it was the perfect rain. I didn't notice my grass being any greener yesterday, though.
Oh, ouch. Get out there, Dan. That's what I would say. Get fertilizing.
The backyard is super lush.
Okay.
Because it's kind of got a hill, so it all rolls down the hill.
Love it.
Front yard, it's a hot mess.
Well, because it's you got that hot wind blowing through the front yard all the time. It's like
no, that's the backyard.
Oh, the backyard is windy?
Yes.
Front yard, no wind.
No, stagnant.
So that's what it is. You got the stagnant air right there, and nobody wants to be doing anything. So, yeah, you're in a world of hurt over there.
This weekend, I officially felt like it was summer.
Oh, it was gorgeous,
I
wasn't
know. Did you get to any body of water? Pool, lake?
I did not. No, I was at soccer games. I was not home Saturday at all. Saturday, our first soccer game was at 10, and our last soccer game ended at 4, and then we had a party, and then another party. I was not home at all.
Did they win?
Yeah, we went undefeated as a family this weekend.
Wow.
No, not the team.
Oh, as a family.
Actually, I don't think Charlotte's team lost at all this season.
Wow, that's great.
But she has one girl who's super good and scored all their goals. So, yeah, Charlotte had really nothing to do with that whole thing.
She has the LeBron James of soccer.
She has LeBron
of
on
7-year-old
the team.
Soccer.
It's just pass it to LeBron, and LeBron goes and does everything. I mean, it's awesome. This
he
girl
won last night, by the way.
Well, finally, right? No cramps. They
finally.
They
played 2 games. They won one.
Finally, they won, right?
Give me a break.
That's the first.
Don't start a fight with me on Monday morning about LeBron James.
The Spurs were 9-0, right? In home games, they hadn't lost. So the 10th game, LeBron finally gets his act together and is able to put some points in. Way to go, LeBron!
The thing I love about Curtis is that I can totally get him going just by telling him not to do something, and then he'll do it nonstop. Don't mess with me about LeBron. Yeah, LeBron this, LeBron that.
I was just finishing my thoughts.
First thing on a Monday morning, I know how to get you going.
I didn't even know that you and LeBron had this little secret love affair.
We do.
I'm so excited for you. Did you stay up and watch?
No.
Did you watch any?
Yes.
Okay. I watched that little kid sing the national anthem.
Yep.
And then was like, oh, awesome. And then they went to commercial, and I found Hot Tub Time Machine. And I didn't change the channel again. Hot Tub Time Machine
That's funny.
on cable is a way different movie than Hot Tub Time Machine on a DVD, because that's a pretty dirty movie, and they clean it up a good one.
Speaking of which, I thought of you.
Thanks.
It may have been Thursday. I'm not sure. No, probably Friday. I don't know. ABC Family. Did you guys watch that?
No, we don't have that.
Did you used to watch it?
Yeah.
When you had cable?
Occasionally.
They were playing 16 Candles, and they said a bunch of naughties.
Yeah, well, because it's cable. You can say what you want.
I know, but I was like, it's ABC Family.
Were they saying the A word?
They were saying the S word and the D word.
Whoa.
The S word?
And the D word.
Yeah, but the D word, that's fine. But the
Really?
S word?
Yeah. I know. And over and over again.
Yeah. Well, because they say those words in that movie.
Right.
Huh.
And it wasn't even like
ti-
it was late at night. It was 6.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That doesn't seem
Because
right.
Breakfast Club was on after 16 Candles.
And did they say...
I didn't watch.
Okay, because I bet they did.
But I was like, this is ABC Family.
You know what that
we
is?
can't say the D word or the S word.
No, you want to know what the ruling is on that from them?
What?
That is you. It's your generation. So you're watching that with your kids.
Right.
And it's okay for you because you remember the movie. It's like it's all your perception. So where some people think, oh, that is horrible. You can't be saying those things. You grew up with that.
Right.
So you're like, oh, this is a classic. You know, Christmas Vacation, same thing. They say S. I think they say A in it, and there's definitely a couple S's. And
this is the cleanest we will ever be. They say S and they say A.
My in-laws wanted to sit down and show all of the grandkids Christmas Vacation.
Really?
And because we all love it, and we had all been talking about it, and now the kids are getting older, so they're 3 to 11. Haley's the oldest, and they said, "All right, well, yeah, we're gonna watch a movie," and we're like, "Oh, well, what movie? You know, Grinch or something? Maybe Elf?" And they said, "No, we're gonna watch Christmas Vacation," and I'm like, "We are?" And I said to Katie, "Remind them a couple of the scenes in that movie." Because they had only seen it on TV for so many years.
Right.
So they had the DVD, like, hey, let's watch this. It's like, no, you don't want your 4-year-old watching that. No. But maybe you do. That's what I'm saying. So, like, the 16 Candles crowd, you love it. How'd they forget her birthday? Seriously. And luckily Jake was there.
I know.
Oh, thanks, Jake. You're dreamy. And then you show up at the church? Are you kidding me? Spoiler.
Such a great movie.
What's going on?
Such a great movie.
Speaking of spoilers, we came very close to spoiling that Fault in Our Stars movie to Amanda today because Amanda's like full of questions. I want to know this. I want to know this.
Yeah, I went on Friday and saw it. It was good.
And the two of us are ready just to explode on her with like how it ends because she's like, I guess the ending really threw some people. And we're like, absolutely it did. Come on. Should we tell her?
No.
Right now?
No.
On the radio?
No.
3, 2, 1, tell her. Tell her.
I'm not.
Just tell her.
I'm not spoiling it for Amanda, and I'm not spoiling it for anybody else.
2,
No.
1. Just tell her. Tell her.
Do I have to shut you off?
I thought you did, but just tell her.
No. I was turning her on.
3, 2, 1.
Are you going to see it, Amanda?
I plan on seeing it.
She won't see it.
But I don't. But spoilers really don't bother me. In fact, sometimes for like TV shows, I will look up spoilers before I even watch the show.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah.
Doo-doo.
Really?
Want to be part of the show?
627 on the new channel 95.7, 58 degrees now, 81 the high today, and sunny. It is daylight and beautiful right now.
Oh my goodness. Remember when we were first talking on the radio and you said doo-doo and then I laughed about it and you broke the poop seal for the entire week right
wow.
there.
At like 6:10 in the morning on Monday.
You did it where normally I do it, but you did it, which brings me to this BuzzFeed quiz. It might be my favorite BuzzFeed quiz of all time.
Okay.
It's one question, okay?
What
and
is?
it is for you. It is, what does your poop say about you? And here's your question, okay? You may not want to take this quiz on the radio.
I'm probably not going to.
How would you describe your most recent poop? And here we go. Number 1, tiny nuggets. You were hungover. It was really long. It was unsatisfying. It was truly satisfying. Liquid. It was liquid. It hurt.
Oh my! Really?
It-
I'm not taking this quiz anyway, so you can just stop.
It was hard to clean.
I'm not Curtis.
It was a ghost. It was on the phone, or it was after you had
not taking the quiz.
after you just ate.
Is this
Not
a
taking
check
the
all
quiz.
that apply?
No, this is 1. You're clicking 1.
None of the above.
What would you like to say? I'll
I'm
pick
not
one for
clicking
you then.
anything.
I will say it was truly satisfying. And you got chilled out. So that's what your poop says. You are chilled out. Well
Thank God we
played.
could start Monday morning this way.
Well, when you broke that
I was
seal,
hoping.
when you broke that seal, it's like the floodgates open up, and I'm so excited that we can talk about all these things. I'll let you know that I got perfectionist.
I'm sure you did.
And it's just one question. You answer it, and boom.
Speaking of bodily functions, Amanda was telling me a story about Mike. Was this yesterday
Yes.
with the fan?
This was yesterday.
What was he doing?
So we had opened the windows, and I don't know, we had hamburgers for dinner or cheeseburgers.
Okay.
But oh my goodness, he had the most nasty gas and turned the fan on in our living room and laid right in front of it so that whenever he farted,
the mister.
it would
Blow
go
it, yeah.
everywhere in the room. I ended up going to bed about a half an hour early because I couldn't take it anymore.
I
Amen.
love that.
Amen. I walked into our house yesterday and looked at Dan and said, "This house smells like a perpetual fart."
Yeah.
So it smells like we have fart wallflowers.
Why were we so
in
gassy?
I don't know.
I was gassy yesterday too.
What is with you men?
I don't know what the deal is.
Ugh.
Like some good ones.
It was like rotten ham sandwich. To me, that's what it smelled like.
That would not be a wallflower I would buy.
No.
If I went into
Disgusting.
to Bath and Body Works and they had a rotten ham sandwich, I'm walking right past that bin.
And Dan says to me, "What? I don't smell anything." I'm like,
yeah, okay.
No, we never know.
Oh, thank God nobody who isn't us walked into the house with us because they would have been like,
What?
Your house stinks.
they would have turned around. And we hadn't even been, when we walked in and smelled it, we
Yeah.
had not even been in the house for like 6 hours.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm like, Dan,
The lingerer,
No
we call
kidding.
that. That's a good one.
you are disgusting.
6 hours, he left one, and you walked back into it.
And he just starts laughing.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm like, poor poof.
Katie opened the door to come to bed last night because I was watching Hot Tub Time Machine in the bedroom because she was watching the Tonys, and she walks in, she's like, "Whoo!" I'm like, "Oh yeah, welcome. Let's get going to bed." It's like, I don't know how I can do it.
I know.
Like it was rough.
Man, you men. Pure class.
That's what we do. We bring it, right? Would you rather that we puff all up?
Yes.
No, no, you
Or
wouldn't.
go into the bathroom?
No kidding.
Go into the bathroom. Then it still
Close
would,
the door,
it still
turn
would
on the
seep
fan.
out.
It would.
You know,
It would.
Then you would just have a bathroom that stunk, and the room next to it would also stink. Right now, we just let it go wherever we are.
Do you have a man room?
And it follows us around. I have no man room. No, I got nothing. Thanks for bringing it up.
What do you mean you got nothing?
I got no man room. I got nothing fun. I used to have a man room, and now my kids have overtaken it. It's the toy room.
Fun.
Seriously.
You have an in-ground sprinkler system.
I do have
That's
that.
fun.
That's not fun.
It is too fun.
No, there's nothing fun about that.
You don't have to carry a sprinkler around.
And I wouldn't. I would not carry a sprinkler around. I can tell you flat
Move
out.
it around.
No, I would not. I
You
would
would
not
leave it in one spot?
I would not sprinkle. There would be no watering done. If I didn't have in-ground, there'd be no
What?
watering.
That's so fun. In-ground sprinklers.
Yeah. Woo. I've made
Leave those
it.
at my apartment, and it's great. I love it.
It's not great. The kids always want to run through them, and you're like, no, you're not running through the sprinklers. Get out of
Oh,
here.
Curtis, you have so much fun. You don't even know.
Then one neighbor lets them run through his, and I'm like, ugh. Now they're gonna want to run through
That's the
mine.
nice neighbor.
But mine go off at 4:20 in the morning.
Right.
So there's no way. And then they're like, well, just turn them on. I'm like, I'm not turning them on.
Well, you could
I could.
if you were a nice dad.
And sometimes, like when it was 100 last summer,
Oh, yeah.
I did turn it on.
Yeah.
But you set it up so you have to test. That's how you get it to go to turn
Right.
one station on. So I'll test and I'll put it up for 3 minutes. I'm like, all right, go ahead. And then I sit there and watch them. And then when it turns off, I'm like, what happened? I'm like, oh, must know that it's dry. It's wet, watered enough. Sorry, you're out, kids.
That's just teasing them.
You just got to give them a little taste, is what they need. Yeah, in-ground sprinklers is not the fun. That's not the equivalent of a man room. So thanks. That's how you just tried to take me from man room to sprinklers, and they're not.
I've been
the
watching
same.
this new show called, I don't know if it's new. It's new to me. It's called My First House.
Okay.
And it's all about people buying their first place,
Right,
whether
yeah.
it's a single person or a couple or whatever the case
On
may
Home
be.
and Garden.
No, no, it's not on Home and Garden.
Okay.
I want to say TLC,
Okay. Yeah.
maybe.
I definitely have seen the show. You love it.
Some of these places are fabulous.
You know what you need
But
to-
almost every man on there is like, I need a man room.
Yes.
Because they go, what do you want? And then they tick it off and
Yes.
list it. And they try and find you places that have most, if not all, of your choices, things you want.
Our first house that we bought
Mm-hmm.
was great, and it had an awesome basement, and there was a nook in it.
Okay.
And as I walk down the stairs, I see the perfect bar area. And I said, this is great. We'll put a bar in here, and I can't wait for it. I went so far as to download the bar plans. I was all set, and then a month later we had a baby, and we never built the bar. We never did anything, and then we just kept having babies. Oh. I blame the babies. It's their fault. Could have had a bar right there. Could have had everything. Then I was saying this weekend, again, we went to a friend's house, and they had a bar. And I said, oh, yeah, remember we were going to have a bar? And Katie said, yeah, well, you can go buy, like, those stand-up bars. I said, no, I want a keg. I want a sink. I want all this. She's like, what, you want a keg? I said, yes.
A kegerator?
Yeah, I want a kegerator. I want everything.
How long does beer stay good in a kegerator?
Like a weekend. That's all you need, right?
For a keg?
Yes. Well, you get a quarter barrel.
Okay.
You have some buddies over, and then you're all set.
How many beers are in a quarter barrel?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never bought a quarter
Depends how
barrel.
big your mug is. But
you can't have too big of a mug because then it's warm.
If you got the
by the time
tiny,
you get to the end.
you got a tiny little solo cup, a lot of beers. But if you got a big house cup, fewer beers.
82 12-ounce cups in a quarter barrel.
Boom.
Okay, 12 ounces. So that's probably about 70.
82
65.
12-ounce cups. So 82 cans of beer in a
Okay.
keg. And that's a quarter barrel?
Quarter barrel, yes.
82.
Okay.
Okay, could not. I don't think I could do 82.
No.
I drank. How many beers did I drink this weekend? Let's go from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I drank maybe 35 beers.
Oh, what?
This weekend.
So much beer.
So
Are
that's,
you exaggerating?
No, and that's not even half of the quarter barrel.
No.
So I would need some friends over to help me with that. I was at a party, though, where there probably was a quarter barrel consumed.
Okay.
That would have been Saturday night. Friday night, too, probably a quarter barrel would have been consumed. So I could have got a half barrel for the weekend.
Oh,
and
Curtis.
everyone who I was hanging out with. Well, it's the end of the soccer season, and it was the first nice weekend, so everybody wanted to be out and drinking in
it
the
was
neighborhood.
the first nice weekend.
And it was-
Where?
We've been out every
It's
weekend.
Been nice.
We call it this. Listen to this story.
Good excuse though for drinking.
And you tell me, this is, everybody always says, oh, you make things up about your wife, right? You
Okay.
say these horrible things about your wife, and they can't be true. You're not going to believe
What did Katie do?
what she said the other day. Okay, so I went to a party. We had our last soccer game. It ended at 4. Went right to a party where we just were drinking like crazy until probably 10:30. Okay, so I got home at 10:30 and went to empty the coolers. Saw that my neighbor's light was on and went to their house and knocked on the door. And I have a beer because I was emptying the cooler. So I'm like, you guys want to drink? I've been drinking all day. I am either going to bed or I will stay up and drink with you if you guys want to come out and drink.
Right.
And I had Katie's phone in my pocket because she didn't have pockets. So it rings. I go, hold on. There's Katie. And she says, loud enough for everyone to hear. You know how when you're talking on a cell phone, you
Right,
can hear?
right.
They don't want you there. Come home right now. You're drunk. Come home to bed. And I say, oh, okay. And then I hang up, and they had both heard it, and they go, we don't want you here. And I'm like, do you really not? And they're like, no, we want you here. And I said, all right, well.
Wait, were these the men?
I was a man and a woman.
Oh, a man and a woman. Okay.
And I said, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go take her phone back. Because she's like, give me my phone. So then I go home. I give her phone, and I said, they're coming over. Do you want to come out? She's like, oh, no, I'm going to bed. So I walk out on the deck, and I say, she's going to bed because she's mad at one of us. And the two of them are like, well, we didn't see her all day.
Wonder who that could be.
So she's not mad at us. And then she said, did you tell her? My neighbor said, did you tell her that we heard her say that we don't want you there? And I said, no, I'll tell her that tomorrow. She wouldn't find it funny right now.
Wait, so what time did you get home?
I got home at 10:30.
And then?
And then it was on my deck. So we
So what
were on
time
my
did you
deck
go
till
to bed?
1:30. It was a crazy.
That's like 9 hours of.
It was a crazy day. Like, so good.
Wow.
Can I tell you what we did, though? If you were listening to
Ding Dong Ditch?
to You Mix It, no, the sheriff would come to the neighborhood if we did that. If you were listening to You Mix It between like 11 and 1.
Was it all you?
That was all us. We were fighting people. So like a
That's
song
hilarious.
would jump up to it. We'd be like, no, down, voting other songs up. We had
You Mix It rocks.
We had the run of You Mix It.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, from like 11 until 1 o'clock. Just boom, 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 boom. And we had 2 people at the table doing it too. So then we're fighting each other. Like, oh, let's get this one. No, down.
That is hilarious.
It's fun. That You Mix It. That's a great
Come
party
home
game.
to bed.
They don't want you there. They don't want you there. Come home.
Did she ever come out?
No, she was done.
She was
done. And she had been drinking too. Like she was ready to be done with the night. But whew,
She's got an off switch.
what a party.
Yeah.
Wow.
Curtis.
4 until 1:30. Quarter Barrel.
I don't ever want to hear you talk about how like having kids like stops the fun.
It does
or
stop the
anything.
fun.
It does
Look
not.
at Katie in bed. It does stop the fun.
Stupid.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Say something.
6:46 on Channel 95.7 on a beautiful Monday morning. 81 sunshine today. We're at 58 right now.
No wind even on those flags on that Blue Cross Blue Shield building over there. 0 wind.
Summer, 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 summer.
It is summer. Woo! I have a question for you, Connie, and I don't know if this is something we should talk about on the radio because it could get Russ in a little bit of trouble. Russ, our boss, he's the general manager. He's the big gun here in the building. I have a theory from talking to Amanda. I got here, about an hour and a half ago, and Amanda was telling me how sick she was on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Okay, she was ill. She couldn't even leave her apartment.
Right.
Now, I know for a fact that on Thursday, Amanda had hatched this scheme where she was going to drive to Petoskey and crash Ginger Z's wedding.
All right.
So she was going to go to Ginger Z's wedding from Good Morning America, Rockford girl, now making it big, national.
Right.
She wanted to see which celebrities were at the wedding. Mm-hmm. So on Thursday, she has this idea. She's going to do it. Friday, there's like a buzz in the building that Amanda is going to Petoskey to crash this wedding.
Right.
And then Russ spent some time here in the studio. And then remember, Russ kind of said, oh, really, she's going to that? He had heard and asked us if it was going to happen. And he said, oh, well, I really hope like she doesn't get in trouble or get kicked out. You know, you really got to be careful with stuff like this. We don't want to have a black mark on Channel 95.7.
Right. So what's your question?
Do you think he slipped something into her food? Because
Into Amanda's?
Yes, because she was so intent on going. Do you think Russ either did it himself or ordered someone to do it?
No.
Here in the building. I think he did.
No.
I'm at about 80% thinking that he probably put the kibosh on that by giving her the stomach bug.
You think so?
I do. Now,
Because you didn't go, right, Amanda?
I did not. Nope.
because you couldn't leave.
You were a
Now,
little
Right.
sick.
and then on Sunday you were fine, correct?
Yeah, by like Sunday morning, I was feeling better.
So you had the 24-hour flu, and I'll put that in quotes. Did you think at all Saturday while you were miserable that Russ had something to do with it?
No, I definitely thought I had eaten some undercooked chicken.
Now when I say it, though, does it make
really?
sense to you?
I don't think Russ would be that conniving.
He is. Oh, my goodness.
He was so busy. Remember, he was telling us his lineup this weekend. He was so busy this weekend, he didn't have time to give Amanda food poisoning.
Here's one word to describe what Russ was doing on Friday.
Okay.
Misdirection. Russ was all about, I have to do this, and I have to be here, and I have
think
to
so?
do this. And yes, it's a little sleight of hand. Little sleight of hand.
I don't think so.
Boom. Okay, so undercooked
Were
chicken.
you sad that you didn't go?
I mean, I was a little bit sad.
Were you really planning on going if you didn't get whatever little
Well,
bug
there was
you had?
there
Were
was
you gonna
another
go?
person in the building that also wanted to see if they could get in, so we
Right.
were going to go together. And I don't know, she kind of was starting to lean towards not. So I don't know if we would have gone or not. If I could have convinced her, we probably would have gone on Saturday. But
I can tell you this. I'm Facebook friends with her, too.
Yeah.
She was also sick on Saturday. So
Oh, interesting.
the plot thickens. I think maybe Russ had something to do. Like, let's shut this down right
Who's
now.
the instigator of crashing this wedding? Because I don't see you as that person.
the other person in the building,
Yeah,
yes.
That's what I thought.
That's how I learned about where this wedding was going to be.
Okay.
From this other girl.
But now you say that you could have convinced her to go.
Probably yes.
So, again, misdirection. I think you're trying to deflect some of the blame on her since we're talking about it on the radio right now.
That's so funny because I know you've told us stories about you crashing weddings. You and Katie have crashed one together.
Yes.
And this weekend I was hanging out with some neighbors and there were graduation parties going on.
Oh,
and
did
little
you go
kid
to-
birthday parties.
Did you go to any?
No, but we definitely discussed whether or not we were going to. We thought about it.
I will tell you, I once crashed a Kentucky Derby party. My sister went to college down in Kentucky, and her roommate lived in Louisville. And across the street from where her roommate lived was this A-list party.
Yeah.
Probably more C-list party. Jason
Right.
Bateman was there before Jason Bateman was big again. So I saw all of this, and the limo was dropping everybody off, and I said, I'm going in there. And I still contend that if I had had a tuxedo on, I would have been there the entire time. But I had shorts and a T-shirt on, and I was eating. I was sitting down eating at a table with people, and they came over and asked for my ticket. if I had had a tuxedo on, no one would have known. Because I was talking to people, I was making conversation, we were having a good time, but I was not dressed for it. If you ever want to crash a party, be dressed for it. And Russ was actually telling me a story about one of his buddies, too, years ago, before he got unfun and became a general manager. His buddy got the idea that he was going to crash a super fancy party, either at Michigan or Michigan State. I forget which one.
Okay.
It was a post-game celebration, and he walked in jeans and a sweatshirt. And it was at the buffet, same thing, talking to people. And he says, yeah, if he had been dressed right, he would have been fine, too.
This is why you need to always leave a tux in your car.
Ding, ding. You need a tuxedo.
Yeah, just
Or a
leave
ball
it in
gown.
your car. Yes.
Or just a blazer
Right.
would have been fine.
A jacket. Anything that looks nice. Yeah.
Even a blazer, I could have gotten away with it because a lot of people had tuxedos on, but some people didn't. But no one had shorts and a T-shirt on at my party. I was the only one. I'm too laid back, too casual. That's the problem.
You need to buy a tux.
I need to own a tuxedo and just have it, or just wear it. Like if I leave the house on a Friday,
wherever you go.
I'm wearing that tuxedo. I make that happen.
You can put your swim trunks underneath it.
In case we go swimming. I love what you're thinking.
I just know you.
This is great. Yes.
Thank you. I'm a thinker.
Swim trunks and then a tuxedo. I got
Yeah,
'em
nobody
both.
would ever know. It's like boxers, right?
It's exactly. My underpants are also my swimsuit.
I
Or
learned this
vice
weekend
versa.
that there are several different kind of man swimsuits.
And what does that
There's
mean?
some with like a pocket and some without a pocket.
Oh, like for the junk pocket?
I never knew these existed.
I don't like the ones with the pocket.
No.
No, because you slip out. You do
Okay, we get it,
You go
we get
high
it, we get
dive,
it, we
and then
get it,
you're not
okay.
in the pocket. Yeah, you do the high dive, and then you're not in the pocket anymore.
Okay.
And you're like, well, I don't like that. And then you gotta go to the bathroom because you can't just stand there.
Things I never knew in all my years of existence.
You can't climb up the ladder and then put yourself back in the pocket. That's bad form. You have to go into
Okay,
the
Curtis.
bathroom.